only 2, which means we have a negative of 4. Even if we are to win our next game by 4-0, we will have a goal difference of 0, which is not what we expected. We have not played to expectation. We've not been scoring. We've not been winning. The supporters are worried because they were assured of good performance. And even if you look at how we played in the off-season, where we played 12 matches and won 10 times, and this time we cannot even create chances and convert them, not to talk of winning, then clearly you can see that there's something wrong.
Is it a pressure on the team, or is it a pressure on the players to deliver? Because when you look at the G6 tournament that was played, Kotoko were in fine form, won the G6 tournament with a second-string team, and even afforded the other members of the team to go far away as to go and play a friendly far away in Libya.
I think it's a multiplicity of factors, and 2 of them I know, or which the players even spoke about yesterday at the meeting, had to do with the fact that there had been injuries. I mean, we started the season with 6 or 7 players on the injury list. And if you consider the fact that you registered 29 players and 7, I mean, cannot play for reasons best known, I mean, known to everybody, then you cannot blame the coach or even the players for that, because injuries are not things you can control. You can only work on them when they come. The second thing has to do with the expectations. I mean, the kind of feeling we created around the team, and now we are not being able to live up to that expectation. And definitely the fans will come at you. If you told them you were going to get 15 points out of 5 games, or 9 points out of 3 games, and now you have 2 out of 4, then they have to come at you.
2 out of 4 is what Kumasi Asante Kotoko do have after 4 games in the Ghana Premier League, a total point of 12. They have only 2 of that. Let's just bring viewers the stats as it stands as far as the Ghana Premier League is concerned, in terms of where Kumasi Asante Kotoko find themselves from last season. 4 games into the season last season, they had 4 points from a possible 12, meaning that it was even better than it stands now. So we'll pull that up for you to see on your screen. And this is Kotoko's record from the first 4 matches they played last season. They lost to Diana Stars, drew 2-2 with Hazakers, and then beat BA United, and then beat Inter Allies. The situation is different, and even then, Coach Dramani was under a lot of pressure.
Yes, and it is not surprising. That is why many do not want to agree with Duncan that this is not the first time we are experiencing, or this is not the worst Kotoko has seen. In fact, this is the worst, because if we are comparing just with this, I mean, it cannot be the same. Where last season we had 4 at this time, and this time we have 2. It cannot be the same, and we are looking up to a change on Friday. That was the essence of yesterday's meeting, and we hope that whatever was said, we'll be able to do it and ease the pressure on us. The players admit that there's so much pressure on them, they don't have a choice than to give us victory. And I think Hazakers will be difficult, but I mean, we've beaten them before. Last season they drew, but we beat them in Second D, and all we need to do is to ensure that we win. And I don't know how, but I'm sure we will.
Is there some kind of a timeline given to Coach David Duncan that you must get things right by this time of the season, or after 2 matches or 3 matches? If not, your job is on the line.
No, nothing of such has been given to him. I heard yesterday that he's been given a 3-match ultimatum, in which if he doesn't win, he'll be sacked. But nothing like that has been discussed. And what I know is that the coach himself feels the pressure, and he knows that if he doesn't win, more pressure could come, and that could lead to anything. But as we speak, nothing has been said to him about winning or not winning and being sacked.
And that's the reason why Coach David Duncan is under a lot of pressure. 4 games into the season, he's not been able to win 1 of them. 2 draws and 2 losses. Conceded 6 goals, scored 2. And it's the least points by any club after 4 matches, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and that's unbelievable.
Yes, I mean, if you compare our pedigree to the numbers, it is very low, and that's why people are talking. That's why you are even talking about it, because if Kotoko were performing by now, I'm not sure I'll be here. You have nothing to talk about, because then it will be good news, and not many people want to share good news. if it's bad, then you see it being circulated. And I think all we need to do on Friday is to bang in the goals. Kotoko must win on Friday. If we don't win, what it will mean is that we will have to get something else done. Otherwise, I don't know. The pressure now is just too much. I mean, wherever you go, people see you and they ask you what is happening to our club. And I think the players, the coach, the managers must ensure that we win on Friday.
So results must change,
sure.
And that is the only way the fans can be happy.
Sure. I mean, there is nothing else we can do. It's just one. We have to win, and that is all.
And if the situation continues?
I don't know what will happen, but we can only guess. And you know what will happen. If Kotoko,
the same situation happened with Didi Dramani.
Yes, Didi played 7 games.
Yes.
I mean, the results were bad and he was fired. I don't want to say Duncan will be fired if the results continue to be bad, but that's obvious, you know it. If the results don't change, certainly hard decisions will have to be taken. It's not for me to say it.
All right, so that's Kumasi Asante Kotoko's current form of the season, beaten by Wafa 2-0. Kotoko drawing 2-2 with Mediama and then drawing 0 with Ashanti Gold, and over the weekend beaten by Brekum Chelsea by 2-0. So Jerome Otri, thanks very much for joining us this morning on New Day. We really appreciate your time.